Do you love motherhood, but you also feel like you're drowning? Do you feed your kids organic fruit, but don't mind some screen time? Then this is the podcast for you. We are the Scrunchy Moms Club who like to keep it real and relatable about the roller coaster of motherhood. We aren't silky moms, we aren't crunchy moms, but we are scrunchy moms. Welcome back, Scrunchy Moms Club.
We're here. Did we skip last week?
We did.
Okay.
We did. We had to. Savannah was just getting back. It was just like too much. Yeah, there was a lot going on, like within you and like your journey of getting back
Everything
and getting your kids
on.
back into the swing of things. And I think I had, it's been a time. The summer is summering.
It is, and then some for me, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yuck. Well, I appreciate you being flexible with me.
I will always be flexible.
This is the summer flexibility for me, that's for sure. But yeah, just, life happens. Life was lifing.
You thought it was hot girl summer? It's flexible girl summer.
Yeah. I kind of alluded to last time, like on the cruise, like things were happening. So basically, my parents were watching my kids while I was on the cruise. They were supposed to watch the kids in Florida, but my grandpa's health hasn't been that great, and they didn't feel comfortable leaving him for that long. So they were like, "Hey, can we take your kids? We'll still watch them while you're on your cruise, but can we take them to Arizona so we can be by my grandpa?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." They would love that, and they actually love my grandpa, going to his house because he has things at his house and whatever. So that's what they did. And then long story short, during that trip while I was on my cruise, actually a day before I left for my cruise, my grandpa got really sick really fast. And so he was in the hospital. And so my parents had my kids balancing my grandpa because my mom is the medical power of attorney. So she had to make all these decisions. And again, they had my kids, and I felt so helpless because I was about to get on a cruise, which I didn't even want to get on at that point. Oh,
not the ring light.
Okay, I'm just leaving it there because I don't care. Yeah, so I think that's why on the cruise I was just in a weird space because I just felt like I didn't even want to be there, and I felt helpless, blah, blah, blah. And then I ended up, so what was supposed to happen was my parents were supposed to fly the kids back to Florida, back to me. But because my grandpa was still in the hospital and he was actually getting worse, they didn't feel comfortable leaving Arizona, which I totally understand. So I flew to Arizona to pick up my kids, but also to see my grandpa, which I'm glad I did. And then so I flew my kids back, which I'll talk about by myself. I was super brave, but also sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. There's no choice. So I did that. And then my grandpa did end up passing away this week. So it's just a lot of so then I'm going back to Arizona in a couple days. Just me solo though.
Okay.
This time. I think it would just be too much with again.
Yeah.
So yeah, life has just been lifing. The last 3 weeks, this has all happened in the span of 3 weeks.
Yeah, it has been crazy for you.
Yeah. And my grandpa was old. He was in his mid to late 80s. So it's not it was unexpected, but it was unexpected with how it happened and how fast. It's not yeah. So it just was a lot to process. I don't think any of us have processed this last 3 weeks. And then again, when you add small children onto it, I just felt it's just a lot. And they don't understand any of what's going on. So
yeah, grieving with small children is really it's difficult, but then it's also I think I was saying this to you, little kids bring out when there's a tragedy going on, there's nothing like having little kids around because they do take your mind off of it and and bring joy to the family when at such a turbulent time. So it's such a weird push and pull when you're grieving with
it is because children do represent the anti-death. They represent life and joy and
right.
And my parents did say that when at first it was a discussion of do I bring my whole family to the funeral? Do I just go? And my parents did say that actually having kids is like joyous and a distraction. But I ended up just not bringing them just for the fact that they just got back home on this time change.
Yeah.
It just would have been too hard to maneuver, like bringing my whole family. Like I said, we had to book this. This is, obviously when someone passes away, the funeral is several days after. So it just would have been too chaotic. But yeah. Anyway, so
And when you're grieving too, it's like life just goes on,
right,
because you have kids and the kids like
right.
they don't give a shit if you're sad. They don't give, like,
You have
or
to still be mom, yeah.
yeah, no, it's
And
yeah.
that's actually what my parents said because I felt so bad because, like, I tried to put myself in my mom's shoes. Like, this is her dad that's like dying in the hospital, and she has
Yeah.
my crazy kids that she's watching. But they both said it was like a good, happy distraction. Like when they got home, like it was,
Yeah.
they never felt like, oh, I wish I didn't have the kids here. Like they were happy. I just felt so guilty. Like I should be.
Right. No, for sure.
So
There's
yeah, so
yeah.
I went to Arizona last week for last minute. I spent a few days there, and then yeah, I took my kids back to Florida by myself. Now I will say, like, this was going to be my first flight by myself with the kids. I think I've said this on my podcast. It's like one of my biggest fears. It's like fly. But I see like single mothers, other mothers do it all the time with like 4,
Yeah.
5, 6 kids. Like I've seen it. I've just
Yeah.
always been like, wow, could never be. I don't think I could ever handle it. But like life throws things at you, so like I had to do it. I will say when I knew that this was happening, I was like, I think my ABA brain, I was like, how many antecedents, things that I can set in
Yeah.
place to make this go as smooth as possible. So I was like, I would really prefer a direct flight because I just think a layover with small kids, like the the thing that I
100%.
will, and I'm gonna explain it because it solidified my decision that the actual airplane is the easiest part. Like when you have, and I should say I have a 2-year-old and 4-year-old. If I had a baby, like this would be a different conversation. But I had
Yeah.
2-year-old and 4-year-old that I flew with. The actual airplane was a breeze, like
Yeah.
breeze. It's the transitional parts that are hard, like the before, going through security, checking your bag, like those
Did
things,
you have a
waiting in
stroller at
lines.
all? Did you use a
Yes,
stroller? Okay.
yes, I used a stroller, which I know people have different. For me, it's easy because I can sit them and I can do what I needed to do.
Yeah.
Um,
The only
sometimes
thing that sucks is like you have to take the stroller out in security, which is so
Yes, not
annoying.
only
But
do you have to take it out, you have to collapse it and put
yeah,
it through
yeah,
the
yeah,
thing, which is insane.
it's
Yeah.
bullshit.
And the first time I flew, I didn't fly by myself with Taylor, but I have pre-check. Taylor is a cheapo and refuses pre-check. So I went through pre-check with the stroller, and I had no idea that they make you collapse it, even in
Yeah.
pre-check,
Yep.
collapse it and do all this. And I was doing it by myself, and like the TSA people were just looking at me. They're like, I don't
Oh,
need help you.
one thing about TSA is they don't give a shit about you.
Um, but the actual like other what is it called? Other
Like
standby
civilians.
people,
Yeah.
civilians helped me because they're like this bitch. Because I literally did not.
Right.
That's a man's job. I don't know how to collapse a stroller and put it, whatever.
Wait, do you
Uh,
really not know how to collapse a stroller?
it depends on the stroller. So this stroller
Well,
that I got for travel, no, so that
you
was
have
another.
40 you have 42 strollers. That's
I
your
do. I
problem.
know. That's a problem. I know. Taylor had to talk to me about it. I just bought another one of it. I'm a collector, but I'm like an antiquer. I only
Yes,
buy
you
like
do.
secondhand
Yes.
thrift. I will
Yes.
never buy full sale. But I know I have a whole garage full of strollers. But
Yeah.
anyway, but that was one of the antecedent things. I was like, Dad, you need to give me a tutorial on how to collapse. Like I did it like 5 times until I could do it like
Yeah, yeah.
professionally because that's the hard part that you don't think about. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I said I wanted a direct flight because like I
Mhm.
didn't want to deal with a layover, and especially if you get delays, like I just wanted a straight shot. So we drove to like the nearest city that's like in Phoenix, which is like a big hub that has a direct flight. So did that. I also did like a morning flight. Like I don't know. I don't think I could handle like a red eye. They're not ready
Oh
for that.
god,
So like
no.
yeah, I just like had things set in place, and then God love tablets, honestly. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
thing about tablets is like my kids don't get, whatever you guys think about screens, TV, like we watch TV at home, like occasionally. We're actually like not that much anymore, but the little screens, whatever you call it, tablets. They only get that for airplanes. Like we
Yeah.
have it. We bought like the cheap Amazon Fire that you can get for like
Yeah.
$40 on Black Friday. And I keep it in my room, and they know it's like, they know if I pull it out, it's like a dog when you pull out your leash, they know when I pull it out, like, oh, we're going to the airport, because that's the only time they get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I will say it really works, because when they have it, they're like zombies, which I need for the airplane. Like, I just need
Yes.
them to be
1,000%.
chill. So yeah, like God bless the tablets when you pull it out when you need it. So yeah, I knew, because I had those in my arsenal, that I would be okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, it turned out okay. I will say I had something like kind of crazy happen to me, and I want to know your opinion on it. And I could be wrong, by the way. Like,
Okay.
I'm okay to be wrong, but I also don't think I am. Okay. So yeah, so we get on the airplane's fine. So we get off the airplane so my one fear was also like, I have a fully potty trained 4-year-old, and then I have a 2.5-year-old that's like potty training, right? And I put him in a pull-up because I'm like, I don't care. Like, I really
Yeah.
don't care if
Yeah.
you pee yourself. That's totally fine. But if he asks me to go pee like on an airplane, I'm like, I was like, do I take all three, or do I like, I mean, they're not going to get kidnapped. We're on an airplane. So I'm like, do I leave? So ChatGPT told me that I should alert a flight attendant, and they will like watch one while I go with the other, because the three of us can't physically fit, you know?
Yeah.
That's what ChatGPT told me to do, but luckily I did not need to do that. So that was
Yeah.
one of the
That's
antecedent things.
difficult.
Like so when our airplane said boarding, I first of all, I want to be the last one on the airplane, because I want to be on the airplane as little time as
Yeah.
possible. Like, I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
to board first.
Yeah.
So the minute they were boarding is when I took them both to the bathroom. And I was like, empty your bladders, because it was like a 4.5-hour flight. So
Yeah.
I knew that they still might have to pee, but anyway, long story short, they did not have to pee on the whole airplane. They were just like on their tablets, whatever. When we get off of the airplane, I was like, I need to pee. So I take them to the bathroom. Now, when you get off an airplane, like the first bathroom you see is always so crazy. So like I
Yes.
avoid that bathroom. So I go like a few more bathrooms down, and I'm in the Orlando airport. From whatever terminal I was, there is no family bathrooms. There's just like the main bathroom. Like there's
Mm.
the, and again, I'm myself with my 2 small children and a double stroller. Now at an airport, you cannot leave anything unattended. So I have to take my double stroller into the bathroom with me.
Yeah.
So the only stall that fits us is the handicap stall. Like I said, there's
Yeah.
no family bathrooms. Like, so I go a few hallways down to like a bathroom that looks pretty empty. I wait in line for the handicap. Like, I let people go, because I'm like, we need to fit in this big one. I can't,
Yeah. Yeah.
and nobody was there for the handicap stall, obviously. So I go in there, I like am sitting, Geo goes to the bathroom, then I sit Julian on the bathroom. Of course, Julian tells me he has to poop, so I'm like, great. So I sit him down on the toilet, and and again, I'm being fast. I sit Julian on the toilet, and then immediately I heard a boom, 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 like a bang, and it goes, "This is a handicap stall, get out." And I was like, what? And so I like look under, and it's not it there's a lady in a wheelchair, but it's the airport employee that pushes, that waits for
Yeah.
that, and I'm like, I have 2 small children and a stroller, where am I supposed to go? And she's like, this is for wheelchairs only. And so I'm like, and Julian's just sitting there, and I'm like, I feel so flustered, so I like pull his pants up and I get out, and then I'm just like, what the fuck, where are we supposed to go? I can't leave my stroller unattended.
Yeah.
And
This isn't Disney. You can't.
and I
You don't have
can't
stroller parking.
there's no stroller parking, and I can't fit into a little stall. So like at that point there was a line, so like all the good Samaritans were like, I can watch when you can go. And I'm like, I felt so flustered. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm leaving. And then when I saw Taylor, then I went to the bathroom with him, but I was like, am I wrong? Because I mean, yes, it's a handicap stall, but one, where else was I supposed to go? Two, she can't wait 2 minutes.
Okay.
I just
So,
don't understand.
you've brought up a pretty sensitive topic for me, because I don't think I've really opened up about this on the
Oh God.
podcast, but
You're
my mom
putting
is
me-
my mom is
Yes.
handicapped.
Of course. Yes.
My mom wow, I guess we're just gonna like get into my mom trauma. But my mom had a stroke when I was 4 years old that like left her like basically half vegetated. But she's like a functioning person, but like has apraxia of speech, so she can't really like she understands everything you're saying, but she can't really output it. And the whole like left right side of her body is paralyzed, so she's in a wheelchair. Wow, that was a very short version. But um and so yes, she is handicapped in a wheelchair. I have had experiences with her my entire life where some fucking Joe Schmo is in the handicap stall.
100%.
Yeah, and
100%.
then I have yelled at people being like, "Get I have been the one yelling at people, get the fuck out." And I really do not use a handicap stall unless, like you said, I am with my children
Right. That's what I mean. You
or
wouldn't yell at you like you can clearly see my stroller underneath with my two
one time one time I like literally yelled at like a 9-year-old at the movie theater. Like she was just like in the handicap stall and I was like, "Do you not see my mom's in a wheelchair? Like get out." And she, like probably
Well, and
scarred
that
her for
happens to
life.
the family bathrooms too. Like I said, there
Yeah.
was no family bathroom in sight. But I've
Yeah,
been
yeah,
to theme
yeah.
parks with the family bathroom where
Oh, and
I'm
there's just
waiting
some
5,
fucking
10 minutes,
single
and
ass
then like an
bitch there.
8-year-old by himself comes out of the family bathroom. I'm
I
like, why do
know.
you need that much space? I
No, so
understand.
stupid. No, actually, someone, my friend was like kind of drunk, but we were with our kids too, and she like yelled at somebody for like just singly using the family bathroom, and there was like a clear line with like people with children, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
And I
yeah, yeah.
understand that. That's what I mean. Like, yes,
So, so yes, I think that was a little aggressive. So to answer your question, like, because like I said, I have history with this.
right.
Um, yes, I think that was a little aggressive. And but I don't think you were wrong to take both of your children in there. Like I'm yeah,
Because
that
where
lady
else would we
was
have go? They had to
yeah.
wet themselves.
Yeah.
Like, there's
I'm sorry that
literally
happened.
no other option.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
It was just weird.
Yeah.
And again, it wasn't the lady in the wheelchair. It was the
It was
worker.
the yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So I was just like, we're gonna be out in a minute. Like where else am I supposed to go?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, other than
Damn.
ask a stranger to like watch one kid. What like I can't. Yeah, so I'm just like, in that situation, I don't know what would have been the better option.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like I said, I went down a bunch of bathrooms until I found a deserted bathroom that I
I
could
and of
go.
course the one deserted bath. Yeah. No, I
Right.
know. Damn. Yeah. It's a tough situation to be in. So I feel you there. So
Yeah. So,
yeah.
and again,
So if you're listening to this, don't be a fucking Joe Schmo and like sit
right.
in
Like,
there
yeah,
with
like after
yeah.
that, like especially if I'm not with kids, like I'm not gonna lie, I've been guilty of using it, like when I'm just by myself, but like
Well,
never
now you know.
again. Yeah. But
Yeah.
again, with I don't know. I know it's for handicap, but like when I see small children, like I don't even think twice. Like I take even without the stroller, sometimes I do take the kids because again, sometimes those
Sometimes
little
if
bathrooms, if I have
yeah.
both of them by myself,
Both of them, yes, I will take. But
yeah.
if I just have Jonah, then I will just take the
No,
regular
just
stall.
one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I
Yeah.
had both of them plus a double stroller and all of our bags,
Yeah.
which again,
Yeah.
at
Yeah. Yeah.
airport you cannot leave. I can't leave it
Yeah.
unattended or the bomb
Yeah. Yeah.
squad
Yeah.
will come. So I'm like,
Yeah.
anyway, that was like the only thing where I'm just like,
I'm sure that was like very like fluster. Yeah. I
luckily, like
can't.
that was the end of our journey. So like, if that was the start of our journey, I would have been pissed. But like, we
Yeah.
were home. I was
You were
just like,
home.
you didn't have to be so rude about it. Like, you could have read the room and
Yeah.
saw I was with small children. If I was by
Yeah. Yeah.
myself,
Yeah.
I
Then
understand.
yeah, yell at me. Yeah. Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
yell at me and I'll just cry and I'll deserve it. But yeah, that
Yeah.
was like the only weird thing where I'm like, give some grace to like single mothers like traveling with their kids by themselves. Like sometimes you have to use that bathroom.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was like a
Okay.
long
So
ramble.
that was yeah,
Um
but all right. Well, I finally told the podcast about my mom, so there we go.
because you had to make it about you.
No, you asked me a very personal question,
I get
so
it.
I
I get it.
answered it. And with my backstory, like
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's been dying to know my backstory. So
Yeah.
this is why I have mommy issues. I've got daddy issues. I've got sister issues. I've got it all.
You really do. But anyway,
So
besides that, no, it was
yeah,
fine. It really was fine. It was
I'm so
I
happy for
think they're
you.
like the
Seriously,
prime age where
yeah.
traveling is
You've
fine.
got the tablets. They know how to listen. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
can,
I mean there's occasional tiffs like
yeah,
I know like when my parents took them to Arizona that Gio had like a whole meltdown in the airport. That's the thing. It's gonna happen occasionally, but you just have to have like your little things in place. I had like a butt ton of snacks, which it
Mm,
actually they did go through,
yeah.
but yeah, I'm trying to think if I did anything else. I laugh at like because I know we've had other podcast episodes about traveling with children, and I know like from the baby stage, that's what I said. Like I'm speaking as a mother of like two children. When I had babies, remember when I would pack everything but the kitchen sink, all the busy books, all the I didn't pack
Mhm.
one thing besides a tablet for them and snacks.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
didn't pack one book because I'm like, they're not gonna read it. It doesn't matter. It's just more
They're not
stuff I
gonna
have to
read it.
carry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You were very efficient this trip.
Yes. And
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, no. And I also gave, usually, like when Taylor and I are by ourselves with the kids, we have a rule where like we only let them have the tablet like when we're actually in the air. You know, like when you used to be able to, you used to have to wait until you were in there.
Yes.
So we just used to lie to them and be like, oh, they don't work until you're in there, whatever. Uh, because that's what the airplane people used to lie to us and tell us.
I know. I know. I've heard people say that like they don't believe in like the airplane mode and like the all that.
Yes, I
Like,
know some people who are like, no, I do
yeah.
airplane mode. I do airplane mode.
I do airplane mode. It's nice to save battery, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, oh, but now American Airlines like now does free Wi-Fi, which is like I've never had Wi-Fi on an airplane before. So like that for me was great because I
Ooh.
didn't have to download anything.
Yeah.
Um, so that was nice. I caught up on Love Island. But yeah, it was really easy breezy. Yeah, so needless the point of that was to say like I gave them their screens a lot earlier than I would if I wasn't traveling by myself. But I was like, you know what? Giving myself grace. And
Abso-fucking-lutely. No, you
yeah,
you rocked it. You did amazing. Your kids were
yeah,
amazing.
they did great. And yeah, so the traveling day was great. The even with the time change, they've been bouncing back pretty good. They're pretty resilient. Um, so yeah, just like a lot of things happening in my life, but the kids are the kids are good and everything's good. So yeah, I'll be traveling back to Arizona Wednesday. So in like a
Okay.
few days. So now I gotta repack another bag. And
Yeah, a lot of traveling for you, mommy.
yeah, last minute traveling. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So, and I think I've already talked about it because I went on, but when you travel by yourself, like after having kids, it's like the
Oh my God.
craziest
Luxury.
luxury, but yeah, and also just like it's just bizarre. Like I feel crazy. Like I feel
Crazy and
illegal. I
free
feel like I left
and
my kids in like the bathroom. Like I'm just like
yes.
it feels
Yes.
wrong.
Wrong. Mhm.
When I only have to bring my purse on an airplane, like that's insane.
Psychotic. Yeah. No. So good.
So
Like,
crazy.
yeah. No, I think the last time I traveled alone was for my grandpa's funeral as well. So like,
I mean,
yeah.
when else are we, it's not like
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man. No. Proud of you, babe. And
yeah.
I'm sorry you're going through all of that, but
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, I feel like the family's doing okay, but again, I feel like it's because it's happened so fast. It's like a whirlwind, and I think, like you said, when you
Yeah.
have like small kids and like your life just keeps moving, it's like not that that's healthy that you don't process it, but it's
No,
just
you definitely should. Yeah. But
it's
yeah.
kids almost make it impossible because you're just like on to the next.
Mhm.
But I will say Geo's the age where like he does understand like what's happening and he understand ever since our dog died, like he really understands what like death means.
Yeah.
So, and he wanted to go to the funeral. And that was another thing because it's like I don't know. But yeah, so that's what's going on in my life. So I appreciate the grace of the podcast. We'll see if we record next week cuz like I just said, I'll be gone, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. We will. Maybe we'll double up or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I
I
feel bad
know.
because I'm gonna miss Father's Day because it happens to the funeral
Um,
is that Father's Day weekend, which I'm like, oof, but you
that's a
can't
deep
control the
cut.
timing. Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, he says he doesn't care. Guys
Yeah.
are
You'll
different.
do something for him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we don't have to celebrate it on we'll
Yeah.
celebrate it when we want to celebrate it. But yeah, do you have any plans for Father's Day? Like that's literally next week.
I guess it is, isn't it? I do. Sam, he's a very simple man,
Yeah,
and
I think
he
both of our husbands are.
he just wants to, spend time. I think I'm going to give him like the morning off, let him sleep in. I'm so nice. I'm so generous, even though sleeping is so icky for men. But I'm going to let him sleep. And then I want to take him to, there is a deli, like restaurant that it's called Pickles. And they like bring you like literally unlimited tableside pickles.
Oh my
And
God, I
like,
love pickles.
see, I hate pickles, but Sam is such a lover of pickles. So I want to take him there and, just have like a little family lunch. And
I like that.
yeah, that's it. Just very simple, like
Low
nothing.
key. That yeah, our husbands both are very low key.
Yeah. But I still want to, like, yeah. So if my man loves pickles, we're going to pickles, you know? So,
I love
um,
pickles.
yeah, no, I don't.
I mean, I knew, yeah, your vibe gives off that you don't like pickles.
No. And if he eats a pickle, like, I will not be kissing him for at least a few hours. Like, it's just icky.
Gio's like that. Like because I make like egg salad almost every day and I use pickles, and he's like, get the smell away from me. Just like,
Uh,
I like
yeah,
it.
yeah, no, not for me. But
You're
yeah,
such a survivor.
thank you so much.
You sacrifice a lot.
I Yeah, you know what? I really do. I really do. Yeah.
Trying to think
How
if there's anything
how do
else.
we pivot?
Anything
We did
else
a lot of
going on
talking
with
about
you?
you. You really you
I
got
know.
28 minutes.
I'm
That's a big deal
I
around here.
appreciate the platform. I really do.
Like, if you know me, I never let Savannah talk. So, just kidding. I do let you talk,
Sort of.
sort of. Like,
But I also don't love to talk, so I'm okay with it. That's why like we flow
that's
so
why we
well.
have a podcast, because you don't love to talk.
Like not like you do. And I
Yeah.
get the podcast is okay because it's like I'm talking to you, but like if we were
Yeah.
like
Well, you also were very vulnerable. I didn't think you were going to talk about your grandpa. So look at us
I mean,
both
I
being
feel like
so
I
vulnerable.
wasn't wanting to talk about it, especially a week ago when like so much was new and
Yeah.
fresh and unknown, but now it
Yeah.
seems pretty obviously it has the whole era has concluded, so I can give a update. But yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
mind talking about it. But and obviously explain all of the crazy like we're here, we're there, we're dead, we're like episode, no episode, episode, no episode.
I know. I know. Yeah. So now the listeners know, and they give us grace, though.
Yeah.
We've got a good, small, mighty following.
But I was talking to my friend, like, I don't know. I just, ugh, and you know me, like, death is one of my biggest fears. But I just feel like in our old age, it just like, ugh, it just sucks. And then, yeah, the fact that like I have no living grandparents now, like to say that, like,
Yeah.
it's just so, it feels so, what is the word? Like, I don't know. It's just depressing. It's sad. And like the fact we're getting old. And then like even watching my mom, not to get too much deep, we can skip this in a second, but like my mom, like I said, is a medical power of attorney. So she was having to make these like decisions. And like obviously they were decisions that needed to be made and like they kind of were made for her, but she still has to sign off, you know?
To facilitate it. Yeah.
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 Yeah, she has to sign off, whatever. And I just kept thinking like, I cannot do this. Like when it comes to like my parent, like I hope that time never comes because like I
I
cannot.
mean, it's going to, but yeah,
I don't
we're gonna
want.
have.
I
I
just.
know we're gonna have to do it. Well, yeah. I mean, I do. My
But
sister
like
and I kind of split it with my mom now. So it's
it's yeah, it's
well, it's
really.
more my sister, but yeah, I support from afar.
But I think
But yeah,
yeah, when like yeah, when life happens, you just do what you have to
you
do
just.
in the
I mean,
moment. Yeah. So
I didn't think I could, have
I
a
think
son
it
in
was just
heart
like
surgery, but
all of it
here
was
I
just like
am.
eye opening and like I think
Yeah.
in a way it was like I was glad I was there. But yeah, it's just
And maybe conversations need to be had about like my parents are very transparent with us about like
mhm,
what they want and what they don't. So I don't know.
yeah. No, it's crazy. Just ugh, life.
Life.
And then even like yeah, even what you were telling me at the trampoline park, which we don't have to talk about, but like you were saying, you think about like when you pass away and like your
Oh
kids? I'm just
yeah.
like,
No. Well,
ugh,
I
it's
think
just
me being a special needs parent, it does we're getting real morbid today. Um that being a special needs parent, I think of my mortality a lot more than probably the typical person because I I'm Jonah's biggest advocate, biggest supporter, biggest everything. And like, if I'm not here, then what the fuck, Um, so it is something I constantly think about. And even, I mean, I guess we could get into like, I've been so on the fence about having one more kid versus not. Like, I've really been so
you
on
were
the
like
fence.
so gung ho for a while, and
I
now
was
you're like
so
questioning. Yeah.
I was so gung ho for a while, and now I'm like, I don't know if I want to do pregnancy one more time. I don't know if I want the sleep deprivation one more time. I don't like, there's just like so many, like, yes, I love having children and I literally have the most gorgeous babies on the planet. And it would be a disservice for me not to keep bringing these beautiful, gorgeous children into the planet. But on the other hand, like, I do have to think about myself, and
Yeah.
like, maybe it is time for me to have like a mind, body, soul, like how you're doing for yourself, where you're getting fit, you're getting healthy, you're taking charge of all of it because maybe two kids is good. Like, maybe I just need to like chill out. But then I think again, my mortality, that Jonah will have more siblings to rely, so it's just so something
It's
that consumes my brain lately. And I'm sure like other people, like even going from one to two, I'm sure people like think about, like the responsibility of it all. And actually, I was thinking about what you said to me at the trampoline park. We talked at the trampoline park, guys. Like, we really
because
did.
Taylor was there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's true. Like, like two kids, you can like get away with
Oh yes,
a
yeah.
3-bedroom house. You can get away with
Small
a
SUV, you can get
mid-size
away.
SUV. You
Mhm.
can get away with like those things. But like when you have a third and beyond, like you have to get a freaking Tahoe. You have to get a bigger house. Like, and those are just non-negotiables because what are you
Mhm.
gonna do? So it's just it's just been really, really heavy on my mind because I always say, like, and I'm sure like everybody has this where like you envision your dinner table, right? Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
my dinner table always had 3 kids, and it's just like, fuck, I don't know anymore, So
No.
that's just this is a heavy episode, I guess, but I mean, but it's very real topics, about expanding
Yeah.
your family and when and how. And I'm 36 and I don't want to wait any long. I don't want to be
You
like
really,
80.
yeah, the age really plays like a mental game with you for
It
it,
really
for sure.
does, because I don't want to be like 80 when they're graduating high school. I don't I mean, I know I won't be, but you know what I mean? Like, I
Hopefully they're not that stupid. Romy's beautiful, so it's fine. She can
but you know what I mean? I don't know. I just
Yes.
like, and like, kudos to you if you are 80 when your kids graduate high school. Like, I just don't want it to be me. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I think I'm like literally ancient being 36 years old, but I
Yeah.
think it's
Taylor, I mean, he's your age too. Like, he says the same stuff. He doesn't want to be an old dad and all this stuff. But
yeah.
I just feel like that's so taboo. Like, it's different. I don't know. I feel
No,
like
I know.
us
Like, I
millennials,
know, and everybody keeps telling me people at 40, 42 are having yes, I know that. I
yeah.
know that. And I'm very aware, but I just like
But they're
I
valid
hate
concerns. I
I
get
hate
it.
to use the word like get it over with, but like I do kind of just want to like have my family and
Yes.
then like let's start to restore my mind, body, soul, get skinny, get healthy, you know,
I get that.
like maybe a boob job,
Yeah.
like I just want to like get to that place where you
Yeah.
kind of are, where you're like, wow, I feel like so good and so
Hmm.
like in a good spot. So it's hard out here for a pimp.
I know. It's crazy that like we as women just have to think about all of these factors that you just mentioned, and like
Yeah.
I'm sure the men are just like do 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 do.
Well, also, I mean, and also the expense of it all. Like,
Yeah, financially
my
house another whole
God.
human. And
Yeah. It'd be
yeah.
wilding out here. Like but yeah, 3 kids in 1980 was different than 2026. It's just like, extremely, even, yeah, 1990, 1995, like, it was so different to have
It
2, 3,
is.
4, 5, 6 kids. Yeah. So I know. And then, yeah, no, it's very heavy on my mind. And yes, I'm in therapy, so don't worry. I'm like going through all my feelings, but um, yeah. Um, Lots talked about. Yeah, we went to the trampoline park, so it was a pretty pivotal
We
trampoline park
did.
experience. Yeah, I decided to let's pivot to me. I took Jonah. I don't know. There's nobody that works harder than Jonah. You know, like he's in ABA therapy every day, where he is learning to communicate, learning to socialize, learning all these things, and learning to be independent with his, autism and everything that works against him. So, I was like, you know what? And he's in the summer as well. Like he's in ABA therapy year round. And I'm like, you know what? Let's play hooky for a couple days. Let's have a
Mhm.
long weekend. Let's have some fun. Like if anybody deserves it, it's Jonah. So I did. We took him to the trampoline park, and Savannah and her boys came. And then the next day, I took, which this will be my last theme park day. I took him to Hollywood Studios, and we had a blast. And he did so well. Like I could cry, like how well he did. He peed in the toilet twice at Disney. And I
Amazing.
went by myself. I left Romy with my mother-in-law, and I was able to take him, just him and I. And I was saying to you, like having one kid at Disney,
Like having
easy
negative
peasy,
20. Yeah.
easy peasy schmeezy. Like all I had to bring were snacks and a water bottle, and like I still brought pull-ups, but like a couple pull-ups, and that's it. Like, and the world is our oyster. So super fun to just have like a Jonah mommy day. And but it was hot. It is. And I apparently this
Something
week is
happened
supposed to
this
be like,
week. Oh,
yeah, it's
you
supposed to
mean
be
this
like a
coming week is
record.
even hotter?
Yeah,
Ugh,
it's gonna be like record breaking, like hot, and like everybody needs to just like stay inside because I guess it's like
Jesus. Yeah, the
really
last
bad.
few days, this last week since I was back, like something was in the air. Like it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so hot.
Yeah, it's bad. So definitely last theme park day for a while. But yeah, so we and I mean, I guess an update slash win. Um, this week of potty training has been pivotal
Really
and
good. Yeah.
transformative. It has been a big leap in the progress, because now Jonah has started to lead my hand whenever he needs to go.
It's amazing.
And yeah, amazing. So number one and number two, he has gone well, except for today, because I'll get to that in a second. He's been free balling in the house, and he has been going number two with me. I've been giving him all the treats when he does, and it's just been like so stunning, and love it. Today, well, actually last night, or sorry, yesterday, I had a girls' dinner. And before the girls' dinner, so Sam was still at work. I texted Sam and I was like, "Hey, I want to put in a time off request for tomorrow morning." Like me, like to Sam, because my job is being a mother.
Hmm.
And I was like, I'm putting in a time off request. I want the morning off. Like
You just want to sleep in.
I just want to sleep in. I just like need a minute, because I've, been doing the most. And, the day after a theme park is always, just
Yeah.
the theme park hangover too. So I just like so he was like, yes, of course, whatever. And so obviously he's not home with Jonah all day every day. So he kept him in a pull up, and that's why he pooped in his pull up this time.
Mm.
So, but I got a morning off. I got to like clean a little. I got to clean, like, I was joking with somebody, like, all I clean are like the common areas. I feel like are all I do, because like
Hmm.
that's where everybody is all the time. Like the playroom, the kitchen, and the living room is just like always what I'm cleaning. The floors and the counters and whatever. Your bathroom and your closet and your room like all get like neglected, because
Yes.
you're just I feel like all I do is clean out there. So I got to like, be able to clean my room and clean out my car. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah. So, and tomorrow we have like a family brunch.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
um yeah. So wins, like, just so happy, and it was just been a delicious couple of days with Jonah, He's just been
That's awesome.
it's been good. Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
And how's Ro?
Row. Um, she's good. Um, she is. Like I mean, she's gorgeous, perfect, amazing. She is still like screaming a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, well, like, it's so funny because, like, you know, I don't know if anybody else mother-in-law does this, but like, it's like, oh, when she's with me, everything's fine, like
Of
that.
course. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very
like,
grandma.
oh yeah, because like Monday I went to go get a pedicure because I was just like, my feet look like awful. Like I deserve a pedicure for a minute. So she came over um, and yeah, so she watched her 2 days this week, like just for a few hours, um, and each time I'm like, "Oh, how is she? Oh, didn't make a peep. She was a peach." Like, all, like, and it just like makes me look like, oh, like it.
I'm the problem. Yeah.
I'm the problem, which like I'm literally not. I'm actually perfect. So I don't know, but yeah, it makes me feel like crap when I'm like, okay, like she acts fine for her, but for me, but I know, like, being the mother, like, you're their safe place, you're their comfort, so they're gonna act up around you, like, how lucky am I, you know? Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, you saw her, the other day.
Stupid cute. She's
Yeah,
so cute.
she's so cute. She's just on the precipice of, like, she's
She
just
is.
so much movement. Like, she's crawling, she is pulling herself up, like, officially, and we have to move down the crib, and she's just blabbering away,
She does
so
seem happier, like, when I saw her, like, not as mood even when she skipped her nap, like, she seemed happy to be there. You just,
yeah.
like, can't, like, touch her, but she's
She's kind of like a cat, like, she wants to be near, but if you touch her,
exactly.
she's gonna bite you or
No,
scream at you.
for sure. That's exactly what it is. Like, she's, like, flirting, laughing, giggling, and then, like, the minute you touch her, look at her for too long, she's like, "Get the fuck away from me." Um,
I, like, don't want her to be that way though,
but it's
like,
normal, you know?
is it?
I
See,
mean,
like
both
I
my
said,
kids
Jonah
were like that. I
Jonah
mean,
just didn't do that.
Gio is definitely more of, like, the bubbly kid, but,
Yeah,
like, and still is, but Julian went through that for a long time, and he's
yeah.
still, like,
Yeah, sometimes he
hit or
is.
miss. But lately, I don't know. This summer, he's been, like, started to be very social. So it ebbs and flows, but
Every kid's different. They're not wrong about that.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, it's good to have it to a certain point because I swear, like Gio, I feel like he is the type of kid you could be like, "Hey, I got puppies in my van." He'd be like, "Sign me up!" Like,
Like, he's definitely going with the stranger.
yeah, I have to look out for that.
You
Yeah,
you gotta start, prepping him that
for sure.
if it's not Lyla or, Savannah or Ruby, don't get in the car with them,
Exactly. Yeah, no, I really do need to start prepping him. Stranger danger.
Yeah, because your kids are like neighborhood kids. Like
We
you
are.
know.
Oh yeah, we've definitely been in our era of that because it's summer now, so all the kids, the school age kids in our block are out for the summer, and we've just been outside all day, every day, and yeah, that's really
Yeah.
where we've been. Which yeah, it's been really hot. In the evenings, like it cools off. That's why we've been letting our kids stay out later because it's actually nice to be outside later. Like during the day, I'm like, oh my god,
No,
like
it's bad during the day, guys. It's bad.
yeah, but right around like 6, 7 o'clock, like when the sun's about to go
Six,
down,
7.
you're like 85. Stop.
I tried. I know. I'm like,
um,
yeah. Anyway.
I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, the weather's been nice.
Yeah,
I've been
staying
like
out.
letting
Yeah.
them stay out later because it's actually nice outside later.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely noticed the heat today. I was like, oh my god.
Hmm.
I could not do a theme park. Like we did Epic. Oh, that was another crazy thing is when I went, I flew home with my kids and then the next day we went to Epic, a theme park, which
No,
it
you're
was
so
it was
crazy.
obviously already planned and then the Arizona trip
Mm.
was not planned. Um but we went like afternoon. We like didn't get there till like 4:30 and we
Mm.
stayed until like 10 o'clock. That was good. Like
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
like I didn't go to Hollywood Studios because I'm like that's prime heat. But like if we went at like the night, which sounds
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if I did like a five
you just
o'clock.
you have
Yeah.
to let your kids stay out late one night, but
Okay, Jonah I would do. Romy can't. She's just
right. How
very
was
like
she today? Because she was up a little later.
bad,
Terrible.
terrible.
Did she
Yeah,
fall
like
asleep in the car ride home?
she fell asleep in the car and then she screamed through her whole bath, the whole
Mm.
thing, and then So yeah, I don't know what it is. Like babies and
No, they
like
can't be out
little
late.
bit, they can't. Yeah,
I know.
they have to stay on their schedule. They're very finicky,
I know,
and
and I
then
remember when Juju was a baby, it was right around the holidays, and that was so hard because I'm like, at 6 o'clock, I'm like, because all these like holiday
yeah,
functions are like late, and I'm like, he is
yeah.
gonna be a freaking tyrant. But I love this age. That's another reason why I go down my spiral. Like, do I even have another baby? Because like now they're at an age where like they can be up late and it's fine and like fun
Yes, it's not like
almost.
catastrophic. Yeah.
No,
Mhm. I mean, Jonah, same. It's not catastrophic for him to be up late, but
no.
Romy, yeah, she cannot. She can't hang.
Yeah, I know
But
and that's like when you have babies and like the people who don't have kids will say like, "Oh, let's get dinner at 8 p.m." And it's just like, you don't, I promise you, you don't want to be a part of that dinner. Like you're just going to be
no,
like screaming the whole time.
so bad. Yeah. So like over, but yeah, her, I think I said this the last time, like her solids journey is going so much better. She's
Yes. No,
she's
she's
like
definitely
really,
like,
she's really eating like but the thing is like I cannot feed her. Like it has to be foods that like she
oh
can
my gosh, she was
maneuver.
trying to eat everything at the trampoline park. She was trying to grab my kids' Cheetos. I'm like,
I
I'm
know.
pretty sure you can't have like red dye 40 here yet.
No, not yet. Uh, yeah, so she's really, really like eating whatever now and chewing. And so like she's actually like she got it down. So if you're in like the solids journey and you feel like you don't
You
even
were
know,
really nervous for a
I
while.
was because I was like, does this girl need feeding therapy? Because she seriously like was just not into it for a while. But now, no, and I am gonna share some of my baby recipes because I've been really baby
You
chefing it.
should.
Muffins, waffles, I've been making like sweet potato patties. I've been making, and they're like easy. And like, you know what the other thing is, and why I wanted to share my recipes with the world? Because the ones on Instagram, they tell you like, grate an apple. I'm not fucking grating an apple.
Yeah.
I'm going to scoop in some applesauce that looks like the size of an apple, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm not grating no apple. Nobody got time for that. Okay.
Right.
Or I'm not boiling a sweet potato. I am going to Target to the frozen section and I'm getting some frozen sweet potatoes and I'm going to put them in the microwave and blend them myself. That is you know what I mean? So like that is like the
Yeah.
reality, like scrunchy momness that I want to, give the
It's like
moms, like
did
the
you ever watch the
realistic.
Food Network? And there's a woman called Semi Homemade where she would do like kind of like what you're saying. It's like not homemade, like, she's not picking the apple from the back, but she, it's
Right.
like a little bit of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
But
Like
yeah,
my
no, you have
banana
really good
waffles
recipes.
are freaking delicious. And they smell so good and they're just yeah. So just yeah, that's what I want to, give because like I did an Instagram poll and like people want to hear from me. So I'm like,
Oh,
wow, like
good. I'm so glad.
yeah,
Well,
the
I
people
was 3 weeks without my like baking my own bread or muffins and all of
uh,
that. Like when I came back to the kitchen, I was almost like out of sorts. Like I had to kind of get back into it. But I'm
get
back.
back to baking your bread.
Yep, I made a loaf of bread. I made my batch of muffins, and
Mm,
let me
so
say
your
though,
muffins are
like
good. Your muffins are really
they're
good.
really good. No, I perfected the recipe. They're really good. And
Yeah.
so I made all that, and then sometimes I like I strictly am a baker though. I'm realizing like cooking, and I already knew that. Like
Mm.
I'm not a good chef, but what I'm realizing, so I tried to make I think I get humbled because I think like, oh, I make my own bread. I make my own from scratch, whatever. So I asked what the kids wanted for dinner a couple nights ago, and sometimes they won't want breakfast for dinner. Taylor loves
Ugh, I
breakfast for dinner.
always do breakfast for dinner. I love
I
that
hate
shit. At least
breakfast
once
food,
a
but
week.
like, yeah. So Gia asked me for pancakes, and usually we have pancake mix in the pantry, but we didn't. And I was like, I can bake my own bread. I can make my own pancake mix. So I did. Let me tell you,
It
I
didn't come
feel
out
like
good?
No, no.
Oh,
It
you should
literally
have asked
it
me.
took me like an hour and like only one pancake. Like they had to split one pancake among the 12 I made. Like what I'm realizing is pancakes is not like baking. It's more like cooking because you have to pan fry it and then I
Yeah.
I either burn it or it's raw in the middle. Like I don't know when it's done. You know, in baking, it's a strict measurement. You bake
Oh,
350 for
honey.
20 minutes. Like
Yeah,
I
I'll
could
give you
I
my
cannot and this has happened when I've made pancakes before. I cannot figure out how hot to get my pan. I don't know if my pan's too hot or too not hot, but like my pancakes are either raw in the middle or burnt, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, it's definitely because at least my experience with making pancakes is yes, you have to like like it's a lot
You
of
have to
trial and
fine tune
error,
it. Yeah.
but it's the way your batter is. There's so many like
Yes.
different
And I also think my
factors,
batter was
and
not
your
good.
first pancake is always gonna suck,
That's what they said.
and then your last
So I kept
pancake is always gonna
saying
suck
that for
too.
like the 20th pancake I made. Like maybe this is the one.
But you know what? That's why I've been doing waffles in my little mini waffle maker, because the waffle
Yeah.
maker just does it
I
for
have a
me. Like
waffle maker, so
yeah.
I
So
could try
now
that.
I used to be like such a pancake maker, but no, I'm like leaning more
No, I
towards
got
waffles
humbled
now.
so hard. Like
Yeah.
I was about to cry. I was like, none of these pancakes are turning out. And what are
Oh, I'm
these
so
kids gonna do? They
sorry.
still ate them, but like they were like raw.
Well, if you made them eggless, like it's
It was
fine.
eggless.
Okay,
Um,
then who cares?
yeah, but I was just
A
like,
little raw
I
ain't
could
gonna hurt
never.
nobody.
I felt like I was on chopped, like sweating. Like I'm gonna get chopped. It's horrible. I'm not proud of this at all.
So funny. Yeah.
No, it was
I
horrible.
know. This makes us like, yeah, like the food part, like makes us, we're so crunchy in this department, it's so
I never
wild.
used to be, and I'm really not. I just said I give my kids Cheetos. It's like a balance. Like I
That's why we're
make my
scrunchy.
own bread, but then yeah. And you know what? The food, it's funny. So when my kids spent 2 weeks in Arizona, they always come back with like new foods that they will eat now. And my kids are, I shouldn't say my kids. Gio is very picky. So now like Gio really likes corn dogs, which I'm like,
Not the
okay.
corn dogs.
So I tried to make those from scratch. I made
Oh yeah,
muffins.
didn't you make like, yeah, you make corn dog muffins, and I was like, are you okay?
Well, okay. So I asked Taylor to get me corn dogs from the grocery store because I'm like, Gio's been really liking corn dogs, so he got things to make it from scratch. So
Taylor, if there's one thing about Taylor, he says, get in the kitchen, Savannah. Like
right.
he does
So
not.
I'm looking at this hot dogs and it's cornbread mix,
Oh
and
my
I don't
god.
trust myself. Again, I'm not a chef. I'm not a cook. I'm a baker.
No,
I don't
making your
trust
own corn dog sounds crazy.
Yeah, you have to
That's
do
like
the
that's
deep frying.
professional
Like you have
shit.
to bring
And
the
then the stick?
oil
Are you kidding? You can't
with
do
the
that.
stick, but it was like the deep frying in the pot of oil. Like I don't. That's where
No, that's crazy.
So that's why I was like, well, can I make it in a muffin form? I can cook
Oh my
muffins.
god.
And I did,
So
and
funny.
they turned out okay.
Okay.
But where was I going with this? Oh, and so another thing that they've really liked now is they really like Uncrustables, which I know Jonah's a big Uncrustable person. Like I know they're
Used to be,
horrible
not
for you,
anymore. Yeah.
but they're super easy to like pack in a bag for a theme park. So I'm glad
So
that
good.
yeah. Which
Yeah.
makes sense because I love peanut butter and jellies, like when I make it from scratch with my own bread.
Mhm.
But just having them in the freezer, so that's what I'm saying. It's balance. Like I make my own bread, but then I also have some Uncrustables
Yeah,
in my freezer.
there's nothing like an Uncrustable for like a theme park day. Uncrustables were my, oh my god, my pregnancy, especially
You
with
love
Jonah.
Uncrustables,
Oh,
yeah.
I love, or like anytime, well, before kids, when I would go to an airport, like my ass picked up an Uncrustable for like $6. Yeah, that was me. I did
Right.
that. You know,
That's so
I
funny.
love me an Uncrustable. Yeah, but no, they're terrible for you. But you know,
What,
what's
that's what
wrong
I
with a little chemical? You know?
a little chemical. No, that's what I mean. It's balance. So like we
Yeah,
make our own stuff from scratch, some stuff, and then
but yeah, again,
that's why we're scrunchy. That's
that is why
literally
we
what our name
are
is.
the
Yeah.
Scrunchy Moms Club.
Because my kids love Cheetos. And let me say, I've tried the off brand, like the healthier ones. They're not as good.
Mm. I like the baked ones. I don't like the regular ones.
I personally like the baked ones myself,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
But the Cheeto brand, because there's Trader Joe's has one, like they're not I've tried
Mm.
them all. I also like puffs, but the unhealthy, like Cheeto puffs. But anyway,
Mm.
it's just like that cheddar powder chemical, like you can't beat it.
Chemical. Yeah.
You can't beat it sometimes.
You're damn right. So, okay. Well,
Anything else?
not really. I feel like we covered it. This episode was, a little
Just a
morbid, a
catch
little,
up. Yeah, catch
yeah,
up,
just
being a little vulnerable.
vulnerable. Yes. The the morbid vulnerability club.
One thing about us, we're going to be morbid and we're going to be vulnerable, but we're also going to make it funny.
Yeah, we try. Yeah. You
Yeah.
know. Okay. Well, dare I say?
Dare you say?
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to the Scrunchy Moms Club podcast. If you don't already follow us, please follow us at Scrunchy Moms Club podcast on TikTok, on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are the pink one. Give us a like, a follow, a mention, a comment, and a 5-star review because we are in fact and indeed 5 stars. And have a great week. And we love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.